Well, the first few were quite childlike.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter films. Then it got really intense, which I realized was on purpose. Like the books were even written that way. They were kind of whimsical at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, oh my god, Voldemort. No.
Oh no.
But then it gets to 6 and like Voldemort's gonna kill everybody. It's like... Hello. Oh, I'm recording myself onto both channels. 1 second. Okay. Oh, so I'm still on both. What the fuck? Oh, that's why I put the output to yours. Ah, goddamn it. Okay. I'm working now. What about you?
Am I working?
Oh, thank God.
Okay. Great. That's good. I like it when things work. But yeah, welcome to the Wonder Boys podcast. We do a podcast every week and we talk about random stuff. The episodes, I realize we don't say this enough, but our episodes don't relate to one another. So if you're like starting
no
out,
continuum.
Yeah, if you're starting out listening to our podcast, you're like, oh, I gotta listen to 38 episodes before this one. No, you don't.
No, you can just start.
Just calm your pussy and don't be such a bitch.
I mean, maybe we should put a best of page on our website or something.
We should.
Because there are a couple episodes that do stand out, but you can just tune in whenever.
Whenever. Just if you're feeling lonely and blue, double D, double die.
You're just trying to shoehorn that in so I'll play at the end of the episode.
No.
I really wanted him to play the song this week, so I got to find a way to put this in here.
Someone actually asked me, how do you pick the songs that go at the end? I'm like, I have no idea. My brother's just whatever it comes out of his head.
Well, yeah, if we mentioned, like, 1 week we somehow mentioned Kiss from a Rose,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I played Kiss from a Rose by Seal.
That reason was because I was telling the story where I was walking home drunk and I just started singing.
Yeah,
Kiss
so
from a
that's how... Sometimes if it pops up in conversation, we'll play that. Other times, like last week, it was just Song of the Week.
Right.
Like whatever
Just
song I
whatever
felt like
came
playing that week.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how a little behind the scenes insight.
Welcome to the productions of the Wonder Boys.
Lucas, I got to ask you, how was your week? It was almost a struggle. You almost didn't get here in time because we got about an hour window to record this, and then I got to go to work. So.
Even less than that. You've got to go.
Well, I start at 5:30.
Oh,
It's 4:30,
I guess it's
4:25
Sunday.
now.
Yeah, it's Sunday. You've got time.
Yeah.
I had a great week. I mean, nothing to complain about this week. Other than the weather seems to be just schizophrenic.
Oh yeah.
It can't decide whether it wants to be winter, June, summer, middle of the Caribbean. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been sunny, it's been cold, it's been rainy, it's been weird. And talk to people, they're like, Juneuary, am I right? I'm like, fucking kill yourself.
Also, yes. So I guess I can add that. So can we start the Rage Cage early? Wait, actually, you know what? Tell us about your week first.
Oh, yes. Week. Good. No, pretty average week. I had the coolest thing happen to me yesterday at work. Okay. Now, it is still the period of Ramadan, which is, in the Muslim faith, it's a month of fasting.
Right.
And they go from sun up to sundown, I think.
That's right. They don't
eat or drink anything. Yeah. So I get some guys come in yesterday to the restaurant, and it's about 9 o'clock, and sunset this time of year is 9:20 or something like that.
Right.
So I go up to them like, hey, can I get you guys anything to drink? Blah blah blah. They're like, no, we're just gonna keep looking at the menu. I'm like, all right. So swing back, come back a few minutes later, like, hey, you guys had a chance to pick something to drink, or you guys want to order some food? Like, actually, sorry. And I don't want to do an Arabian accent because it's incredibly insensitive. But these guys were Middle Eastern.
I would do it for you.
These guys were Middle Eastern.
Don't worry, we don't want anything just add.
And it was freaky because two of them were twins, so it was like, and they were identical to the fucking team. Like they had the same hairdo and everything. It was
they were the same clothes.
So crazy. No, they were both wearing tracksuits though because Arabian.
They're from the Middle East.
Middle Eastern.
That's okay.
No, that's so bad. Oh my god. But
what,
I'm gonna leave
accent
it in.
or the
tracksuits. I mean, it's just a fact. Tracksuits
and Russians.
They were.
Why did they
what is up with Adidas tracksuits and Slavic people?
How are they doing so well with these tracksuits? Anyway,
Slav squatting. Reddit/r/
Slav
squatting. It's just a bunch of guys in tracksuits squatting. Because they love to
squatting.
Like people from those countries, they just love to squat for some reason. Anyways, getting off point here.
Sorry.
These guys are saying like, oh, we can't eat till 9:20 because of Ramadan. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll order your food and then I'll bring it out at 9:20. And it was such a strange thing that I'm like, okay, I gotta like wait 20 minutes because these guys they literally cannot eat until 9:20. It's not like, oh, we're waiting for somebody. It was like, no, we are waiting
will be here soon.
for the sun to go down.
Right.
It was pretty cool. And that was highlight of my week, guys.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I also got a free birthday cake.
Oh,
A leftover birthday cake. Someone lost a Cineplex gift card, so I got a Cineplex gift card. So I've been getting some free shit this week.
You've had a stellar week.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, and I'm pretty happy about it. Other than that, no changes, nothing weird going on, nothing crazy, nothing. Oh, I did want to tell you something. I'm taking this class.
Go on.
Thursday nights. It's a voiceover for video game class.
Sick.
And it's taught by this guy whose name's Brian Dobson. He's voiced characters in like anime, cartoons, video games, and he's done he used to do the global TV announcements and shit.
Tonight on the 6 o'clock
tonight
news.
on Global News. He used to do that shit.
Oh, cool.
But you'll recognize him as the voice of Super Boo from Dragon Ball Z.
No.
Also,
Seriously?
Yeah, he was in Dragon Ball Z.
Cool.
And he was also in, what was he? He was in He-Man. You ever watch that show?
No.
You probably heard of it, though.
I've heard of it, yeah.
You ever seen the you seen that video? With
maybe.
Oh, it's fucking funny. It's based off He-Man, and he played the villain in that, Skeletor.
Oh, Skeletor.
That's where the nickname comes from, Skeletor.
That's awesome.
The villain's just a skull.
Skeletor.
Like in a fucking cloak.
I am the Skeletor.
Yeah, and he played Skeletor. He's played some weird shit, and he's in all these Warhammer games. Anyways, I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna slam someone in the class right now. Nice, really nice girl. Though, really nice girl, really enthusiastic, really good at acting, voiceover acting, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But she has the loudest laugh in the world.
It's like when a comedian does like a joke that's not that funny and you just hear,
Yeah, and it's like where are you getting all that sound out of such a small person? Like she's an average sized woman, so
right.
she's not massive or anything like that, so she's not got bigger lungs than anyone else. But the reason I say it's the loudest laugh in the world was it was my turn to perform something, so I went into this soundproof room to read into the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my lines for the character that I was doing, a video game character, was really funny. So I say this line, and I assume everyone was laughing, but I know she was laughing because I could hear her laugh through the soundproof walls. And
oh my,
not
God.
a bad thing,
Oh,
not
sorry.
a bad thing, but
Pitched it out there. That's crazy.
It threw me off for a second. I was like, and I had to continue. But because I'm wearing headphones in a soundproof room. How?
And you heard her laugh.
I heard her laugh.
That must have been like feedback from the mic coming back through your. I don't.
Yeah, no, they turned the mic off in that room while we were recording, so it was just that loud.
Just
it penetrated.
that loud.
And it's so weird because she's the nicest person, and but when she laughs so loud. It actually drowns other people out. So that was kind of a funny part of my week. I kind of enjoyed that a little bit when she would laugh in the class, and I was like, I would always laugh but cry at the same time when she was laughing.
Yeah,
because I was laughing at her laugh.
Well, I mean, I just talk about people in classes. That I have a friend who's going to BCIT for a class right now, and he was telling us a story about he has this female in the class. It's like majority men. It's like a BCIT. It's like a trades class, and there's just one woman in this class, and apparently, like she's like 31. She has 4 kids from 3 different baby daddies.
Holy shit!
This lady,
she's been through some shit.
She's a train wreck. Okay,
she's a train wreck. Basically, Lucas is not sugarcoating this.
No,
she's a train wreck.
She's a train wreck, and she's taking this insulating course. And my friend's like, yeah, like everything she doesn't make any sense sometimes. And the teachers even asked her, "Oh, 4 kids, huh? So you're about done with doing that?" No, I don't think so. What? Anyway, so that's not the funny part of the story. So Ashton, I guess we found out who the friend is now. So Ashton says to me, he tells us this story last week or the week before. And then last week during the week, I get Snapchats, and it's like my workstation, and it's like perfectly clean, like organized and everything. And I'm like, I know what snap's coming next. And so he clicked to the next snap, and it's like Shannon's station, and there's tape and shit everywhere. There's like
tools all over the fucking
tools
place.
all over the fucking place. And I just burst out laughing. I was like, I don't fucking believe it.
Oh my God, this woman is raising 4 people.
Oh, she's raising 4. Exactly.
She's creating 4 people.
She's created them, and now she's molding them into the humans they need to be, and she can't even throw tape in the garbage.
Yeah. Or like set your tools all in a straight line next to each other. Like, come on.
Just anything. Oh, it was so funny when I saw the first snap, my workstation. I'm like, I know it's coming.
I could sense it. I've heard
Shannon.
legends of this. Shannon. That's funny though.
Oh yeah, it was really funny that there's that push in your class. You're like,
I clipped out there. Sorry, guys. But another thing that happened to me this week, last night, I believe it was, yesterday, I had an old boss and friend of mine had me on Facebook, a guy who was super against Facebook. He thinks they're spying on me, man. He's a bit of a conspiracy theorist, but I love him for it. Love him for it. It's really great when he gets into it because he can actually back up these arguments because he's read shit.
Uh-oh.
And but he was living in Regina. Saskatchewan. I think he was born and raised there. But recently he moved down to Costa Rica to run a bar, which he is now the owner of. So he used to work at a radio station for 8 to 10 to however many years.
A wrong time.
And now he lives in Costa Rica as a bar owner in a place called Joca, I want to say.
Joca in Costa Rica?
It's got a J.
Oh, but so you don't know how to pronounce it?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
So it could be like a Spanish pronunciation.
But it could also be a J.
It could also be J.
Jorca.
It could be like, Jorca. I have no idea.
Whatever.
Jose, who knows?
Nobody really knows.
No one really knows.
Jesus, Jesus.
Jesus.
Like, it's kind of up
no
in
one
the
knows.
air.
So I'm just thinking, like, kids, follow your dreams. Like, even when I was working there a couple of years ago.
Kids, follow your dreams. You know what? Go start a regular career and work at a radio station. And then after 10 years, say, fuck that. I'm going to Costa Rica.
Open a bar.
I'm opening a bar.
Opening a bar. No, he's actually, like, even when I was there, he was laying the groundwork. Like, he co-owns a farm down there or something, and he invests a lot of money in stocks and stuff, so he's a smart guy. And, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that.
That's good. So, talking about stocks and investing, I watched The Big Short again, not last night.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Because I think I watched because we started talking about, I'm jacked.
I'm so jacked.
So jacked. Jacked to the tits.
I'm jacked to the tits.
It's like I'm financially inside of you right now. So I watched the whole, basically what I did on Friday, I watched little clips from it, like my favorite clips from it. And then, you know what, on Friday night, I'm like, fuck it, I'm watching the whole movie again. That movie's so good.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean,
it's well put together.
It's very well put together. It's not, it's just really good.
Well written, well acted,
and
like
then,
everything.
Yeah, and they explain difficult concepts with like Margaret Robbie. Quite simply and stuff. They don't get it too over your head, which is nice. And when we were talking about, you said he invests in farms and water, and that's that. Michael Burry was the guy who initially saw that there was a potential housing crisis coming, and he was the first one to bet against the Canadian.
Yeah, that was Christian Bale's character, right?
Yeah, Christian Bale's character. He only invests a small amount in one commodity now, and that's water. Man, so conspiracy theory, Facebook's listening to you. Water is going to be the most precious commodity in a few years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's been the concept of some books and I think like some fiction. I mean, where it gets to a certain point where countries don't fight over oil or land or anything; they fight over water,
right?
Like control of major bodies of water because there's not as much fresh water as we need. In the world, or there won't be. If we keep consuming.
Yeah, if we keep consuming and keep... Essentially, if we keep fucking up the natural system, things that replaces that natural water, that fresh water, we're hooped.
For sure. But Big Short, starring Ryan Gosling, Jack to the tits.
Jack to the tits.
Jack to the tits.
Today I watched the trailer for Blade Runner 2049 again.
He's in that?
He's in that with Harrison Ford, a sequel to Blade Runner. And the last movie I saw with him was La La Land. And just like recently, I think I also watched Crazy Stupid Love. He's in that. He's really funny in that movie.
He is really,
but
like, better than the Gap.
Recently, I used to think of Ryan Gosling because the whole female gender's obsession with him.
Well, The Notebook.
Yeah, and that specifically. I always thought of him as like a rom-com actor. He's just one of those guys. Like what Matthew McConaughey used to be.
Right.
But he's done the exact same thing as Matthew McConaughey, and he's just turned it up to 11 and gone and just made so many incredible movies where he's so great in them. Like, I can't help but love the guy.
I know.
And like everything he's in, I'm like, yes, I'll go see it because it's Ryan Gosling. He's so good now. And And the same thing happened with Matthew McConaughey. I mean, he used to be that rom-com guy.
And then
started out with Dazed and Confused, and then he kind of went into all these rom-coms. But then he like flipped a switch, went super serious, won an Oscar, started starring in the biggest movies ever.
And at the TV show, you did True Detective as well.
Yeah, he did True Detective. He produces that now.
That's right. And we had the McConaissance. And I mean, we needed it.
We did. We need those Lincoln commercials.
We also needed to take our shirts off.
Take our shirts off. Yeah. And it's just a similar thing with Ryan Gosling. Like, he started out kind of as a rom-com guy. I mean, he was a Disney
he was a
star
Disney
as
kid with like Justin Timberlake and those
yeah.
guys.
And he just maintained, and he didn't fuck up his life like some child actors did. And and I even watched a trailer for a different movie called Jungle, starring Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh yeah,
who played Harry Potter. Also, another one who didn't fuck up his life.
He didn't.
All the Harry Potter kids, like Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, they didn't fuck up their lives either, which is pretty good.
No, I mean Hermione Granger,
Hermione
or Hermione. I think I had it in my head as Hermione. So, I can't remember exactly now. It's been spoiled by the movies, but she's like National Women's Ambassador to the UN, like Women's Rights Ambassador to the UN. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
That's banana.
That's quite a diversion from acting in children's films.
They're not children's films. Anybody can relate to it.
Well, the first few were quite childlike.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter films. Then it got really intense, which I realized was on purpose. Like, the books were even written that way. They were kind of whimsical at the beginning. Yeah. Like, oh no, oh my God, Voldemort. No.
Oh no.
But then it gets to 6 and like, Voldemort's gonna kill everybody. It's like,
and by the way, one of the characters you sort of hated, you hate even more because he killed one of the characters that you really love.
I think everybody knows the spoiler now.
Oh, okay, Snape kills Dumbledore.
I think that's the go-to spoiler.
Whenever people say that, whenever they say to me like, Lucas, can you just? I'm start talking about like, oh, I went to see Wonder Woman, blah 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 blah, and they're like, oh, no spoilers, please. I'm like, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna tell you one thing, and it's not gonna spoil it for you. Snape kills Dumbledore. They're like, you're an asshole.
It's like, oh my God, I've just started reading those books. Now I'm on this train of thought now with Harry Potter. That you've seen, there's been a couple franchises that have tried to duplicate that. The magic of Harry Potter, no pun intended.
Hey,
actually, pun intended.
Pun intended. Hell yeah, you nailed it, dude.
They're trying to replicate the magic of Harry Potter. For example, the Hunger Games, the Divergent series.
What's the Maze Runner?
The Maze Runner. They're coming out with the Dark Tower pretty soon, which is a series of books by Stephen King. But Stephen King's had movies based on his books before.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But, the kind of creating this anthology of films based on a book series, I don't think anyone will ever be able to do it as good as Harry Potter, because kind of the way the books were written, they were released at a certain time, and a generation grew up with the books, and then at a certain age, the movies came out, and then that generation grew up with the movies, with the book generation also kind of
at the same time
joining in there.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like a perfect storm of everything, and it had never been done on that scale before, I don't think.
Yeah.
It made 8 films, I think, out of 7 books.
Yeah, because it made 7 2 parts.
Yeah, out of 7. Oh, oh my God.
That could be the rage cage.
2-part films are fucking stupid. I'm looking at you, Avengers. I'm looking at you, Avengers: Infinity War.
Well, did you see the thing on Stephen Colbert the other night where Scarlett Johansson says, she's like, I'm not allowed to say anything. One thing, she's like, at one point, there's like 60 characters in one scene.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
That's fucking bananas.
That's gonna be. No, that's probably just gonna be the main battle scene.
Maybe
it's not gonna be like 60 of them talking, like the camera panning 60 times. Okay, we gotta get everyone. Everyone has to say something. Blah blah blah. It'll be the big guns. It'll be like Iron Man, Captain America, and like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And maybe Star-Lord.
Speaking of Spider-Man, did you watch the trailer, the gameplay footage for the
new game for PS4? It looks like, and I was talking to Alec about this. It looks like Spider-Man in the style of Arkham, Arkham games.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought.
And because he's webbing between scaffolding on this construction site, and he's taking guys down silently, but he's also fighting them all at once. And there's little boss battles that kind of, these quick time events where you have to hit a button at the right time. It kind of bothers me a little bit, but it kind of plays into the whole aesthetic of the game by the looks of it. But it looks really, 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 really cool.
It does. And I always thought when playing the Batman games, it almost seemed like you were playing a Spider-Man game, because essentially you have this like spider
The
sense.
grappling hook.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have the grappling hook as well, because and you fly up. This fighting is like you have these spider sense. You do these massive jumps and stuff that Batman's probably not doing these huge flips and stuff because he's a regular man. But
he's the greatest man.
I know.
He's the world's greatest detective, Lucas.
And did I ever speak to you that UVic actually has a class, an EPHE class, which is a what is it called? I can't remember. Health something. It's like physical classes. Those are your like physical training classes.
Oh, okay. So
learn
it counts
about
as a physical credit.
Yeah, learn about the body, stuff like that. Learn about all the human stuff. And there's, I know that didn't really elaborate. Learn about body stuff. Learn about humans.
Yes, physiology and things.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word I was looking for. Physiology. But there's a class they created at UVic called The Science of Batman. How does Batman actually do what he does? And like one of the things someone was saying, they took it, they're like, yeah, he must, in order for him to maintain his like level of strength, he must like
work out 6 hours a day,
like something ridiculous, and then go out and fight crime for 12 hours. He sleeps for 4, and he's just working out for the rest of it. They're like, and in order for him to keep that, it's like he has to eat 48,000 calories or something ridiculous, like 12 times the number that Michael Phelps eats.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is the science of Batman.
Well, that's where the whole comic book thing comes in, where it's like, okay, you're questioning this, but you're not questioning the alien in the red cape flying around. Who could lift a building if he wants to.
And is like morally righteous.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, speaking of superheroes, I went to see Wonder Woman again.
No, you did.
I did.
Is this view number 3?
Alec and I went on Wednesday. No,
Oh
that
my
was my
God.
second. That was my
Okay.
second viewing. But I fucking still loved it, dude. I honestly, I would go back again. Even though, like this time when I watched it the second time, I realized the third act is pretty weak in comparison
Oh, okay.
to the first half of the, or
Like the
first
introduction
2/3 of the
and-
movies. Yeah, it gets to a point where, you know, the final conflict's approaching, and there's this really sad moment. I won't spoil it. And then it kind of turns into the you know, the, what do they call that? The
rising action.
But just
Before
put
the
like
climax?
the climax. Basically, it is the climax of the
Okay.
film, and the climax of the film is it's cool, but it's too much. in a certain sense, and if someone's seen the movie, they might understand what I mean. But
Like they
had this really cool moral question, blah blah blah, at the end, blah blah, and then the movie keeps going. So it's
I
like,
see.
like, oh, this would have been a really cool moment to end it, but the movie keeps going.
Oh.
And that's why I feel it was a bit weird.
Okay.
A bit awkward, and but otherwise it was great. I loved it. I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah, I think I was going to suggest we go and see it tonight for Father's Day. but
Yes, Father's Day.
I don't think the timing will work out with
Yeah.
dinner and stuff.
Well,
But
by the time this comes out, it won't be Father's Day anymore. But we did a bit of a divorced son's Father's Day today.
we did do a divorce.
Since I'm busy in the evening, Lucas is busy this morning. It was my responsibility. I was taking Father out for breakfast / lunch brunch.
Yeah.
And then you're going to take him out to dinner tonight. Like we're divorced parents taking the kid out on his birthday or something.
Yeah, at separate times of the week. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
know what?
really
Next
funny.
step is going to be Christmas. We're going to split Christmas because one of us is working, one of us is
Yeah.
not.
You'll get presents from both of us. It'll be great.
You'll get 2 Christmases.
Merry
All
Christmas, Dad.
all I want is a whole family. Oh, it gets so deep. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you suck. Yeah, so that was that was a funny little thing. But we went to 2 places before we finally got to a third that didn't have a fucking lineup out the door.
Oh, good God.
There were so many people. It was like midday, and people were taking their goddamn fathers out on Father's Day. What the fuck? That was my idea.
Wait,
You can't do that.
you can't be stealing people's ideas like that, people.
Yeah, man. I mean, what you doing?
Steal ideas. You jerks. We bring back into Spider-Man. So with all the finals and everything we talked about, the NBA finals last week,
Yeah.
did you ever watch any of those Spider-Man commercials?
I was watching them all on YouTube.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry guys, gotta go watch the finals. Like, but I'm like, how do you? That is the most marketing genius ever. Like, you know what?
Your movie's coming out a few weeks after the finals.
How do you entrap a huge consumer base, to watch your commercial? Oh, you know what? You partner up with one of the biggest sports events.
Yeah.
And so you've trapped. I thought it was genius. People were hating on it on Reddit for it. Like, why are they doing all this promo? It doesn't make any sense. I'm like,
People will go see the movie now because of that commercial.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be an idiot. That's why they did. Don't.
Yeah, and that's what marketing is.
Yeah.
The marketing team at Marvel is fucking genius for doing that.
Super genius.
Because you're exposing it to millions of people.
Exactly. Around the world, too. Not just North America.
I mean, there's people all over the world who watch the NBA Finals because it's probably it's the biggest basketball league in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, other countries have them, but this is the fucking one that people want to watch. So, yeah. But we're on the subject of sports. The Golden State Warriors won again.
Yeah, well done to them. I think this time it was funny because we talked about it last week.
We did.
They're like, if they didn't win that game that they finished it off in,
Yeah.
they all knew. They're like, if we don't finish this off now, we're fucked.
We're so going to lose.
Yeah. We need
that
to finish.
last year.
Last year, exactly.
So they knew they had to really shut it down.
They probably in the locker, all right, everybody.
You know what fucking happened last
Yeah,
year?
you remember last year, right? Yeah, that sucked. Let's not do that again.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the Penguins won the Stanley Cup.
That's right.
Which was a little bit expected. And they deserved. I mean, they were a good team.
Yeah.
Honestly, but I think the Nashville fans deserved it more
Yeah.
because they were rowdy.
Rowdy.
I mean, you watch any of the games or clip, even like a highlight from the games, the Nashville crowd absolutely blows the Pittsburgh crowd. I was going to say crowd out of the water. They really do. Which is so strange because it's in Tennessee and hockey's relatively new there compared to Pittsburgh, who they've been around since the 60s.
I don't think Tennessee's ever seen snow or ice. So.
Yeah,
Besides being inside.
So that's that was a bit strange, but anyway,
Yeah.
and then there was a thing on the radio the other day saying it was the 6-year anniversary, 6 years since the Stanley Cup riots in Vancouver.
Oh, that's true. It was
6
2011.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a dark time in our history, and a lot of, and I still see on like Reddit or something, someone will have a clip, like a comment on a thread that's about Vancouver or something, and there'll always be someone who brings up the riots, like I'm never going there because of the riots, blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck.
Oh my god.
Everyone's gonna remember that forever now.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, over a sporting event too. I mean, yeah, in Argentina or I think it's Argentina right now, they're having riots against the government or
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Sorry,
Yeah.
South American countries.
One of those.
They're having riots against their government because they don't like it.
Right.
And, that's a good reason to riot is you don't like your government. But losing a hockey game, get over yourselves.
Yeah. These two sweetest twins that we got didn't really work out.
Yeah.
Fuck the city. What? How did you go from... What?
Yeah.
Next time, get better strippers next time.
I'm just really sad because, I mean, looking back over the last 6 years, the way the Canucks have gone, that was the year to win it.
That was it.
And we lost.
That's too bad.
We had one of the best teams, I think, that we've had
Yeah.
in a long time. And now it's just a fragment of itself.
Well, look, Burroughs went to the Ottawa Senators and
He did so well there,
he
too.
did so well.
And he wasn't doing very well for the Canucks all season until he went to Ottawa and he started kicking ass.
Yeah.
So he needed the change, and I'm glad he fit in so well there.
Yeah, I too agree with that change. It's good for him. Yeah, what do you know? What did I watched a lot of clips from Stephen Colbert's show, The Late Show, this week, and one of them was with Trevor Noah.
Oh yeah, cool. He's good.
So he was on. It must have been this week sometime. I was watching the clip, and he is so smart. He is so well spoken. When he talks about something, it's pretty funny. He's like, "Well," Stephen says to him, "Well, Trevor, can you compare one of your presidents from South Africa to our current president?" And he's like, "Well, let me think about this. Let me think. So our current president in South Africa is being investigated for his family doing business in the government, getting involved. I don't know. That's not related. No. He's like, there were some sexual assault charges pressed against our South African president before he came into. No, that doesn't ring a bell. He's like, I can't remember what the final thing he said was, but the way he just like made all of these points without.
Yeah.
It was so smart.
Trump is an African dictator.
That's exactly what they talk about. He's like, we haven't had an African dictator.
That's pretty good.
It was very well done. I really appreciated him, and I want to give a shout out to Trevor Noah.
We went to see Jim Gaffigan in
February.
February, yeah, for a live stand-up show, and Trevor Noah was also at that festival.
Yeah.
And I semi-regret not going to see him, but I really enjoy Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, and apparently, well, from this interview, I found out that Trevor Noah, so he does the Daily Show. Mm-hmm. He hosts that Monday to Friday, or Monday to Thursday, whenever it runs.
Like his day job.
That's his day job, and then he does stand-ups. He tours on the weekend.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What? And so Steven says to him, he's like, "How do you have time for this?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't have a family, Steven.
I'm alone.
I have no one." It got really dark for a second, but then it was fine because it was Trevor Noah and he's a comedian.
Yeah, he's a comedian. He's there for the lulls.
He's there for the lulls. So.
Oh, man. Well, Lucas, we got to wrap this up.
We're out of time.
I got to go to work.
Oh, shit. Maybe I should try doing soloing after you leave.
No, oh, my God.
I'm not going to do that.
I'll leave the recording on. Have fun, kiddo.
She's going to be farting noises and me going.
Well, that was good.
Should we leave the people with a quote? I don't know. I don't know what to leave. We don't have a sign off.
We don't have a sign off. We're not very good at this. But you can find us on wonderboys.ca.
You can do that.
You can also find us on iTunes, as always. Google Play. I don't know if that's true.
I think so. I need to figure that out.
Podcasts.com. I'm pretty sure Google picks it up like from iTunes.
Yeah, I'll investigate it.
I fucking hope so. And Instagram and Twitter at WonderboysCast. We're on Facebook as well. Just search for the Wonder Boys Podcast. My phone number is... No, I'm just kidding.
604, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. You already gave them the area code, though. They're going to decipher it, bro. Conspiracy time.
You got 7 other digits to guess.
Yeah. Anyways, happy Father's Day a day late because this is going to come out after Father's Day. And go fuck yourselves. Yeah, we need a better sign-off.
We definitely need a better sign-off than go fuck yourselves.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Ciao.
I'm blue, I've been